Hello, welcome to the pet room. David Bradley here. I am going to see about testing this computer here. I already know this Datasette is not happy. There are a number of things that could be wrong, and indeed, I need to work on this for just a second here. Hang on. Well, microphone. Excuse me. All right, there are a number of things that could be wrong. And indeed, there could be belt trouble in here. But it's funny because it seems to work. It just doesn't. Okay. It just doesn't. But what do I have here? Well, I have here a modern Datasette, if you can call it that. It's still vintage and ancient. And how do I know it works? Well, because I tested it. So what I'm going to do is unplug it from the board inside, the internal one. And I'm going to plug this thing in here. At least I think I am. What's going on here? Why is this giving me grief? Maybe it's just the cabling thing. Hang on. This should plug in. This should be fine. Okay, now we're in. Now we're fine. Now we're fine. We are attached. Perhaps. I will push this cat back a little bit. So I can set this down here. You know what else I might do? I don't do this often. Maybe it'll go down a little lower. Okay, so I'm going to turn this machine on. It is still plugged in, isn't it? It's funny, I didn't hear the cassette motor run. It is fully populated. Maybe it's not plugged in. Excuse me just a moment while I try and figure this out. Alright, that is plugged in. This is plugged in. Which cord? Alright. What's going on here? Excuse me. Alright, this cord. This one. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah. Ah. Okay. The screen. Alright, what is going on here? The only thing I've done differently is to plug in this Datasette. Alright. I'm going to unplug this Datasette. Okay, turn on. What is going on here? The chips are in. I'm going to move this microphone. Sometimes this happens. I'm not. Oh, may have something to do. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so now it's alive. So turn it back off. Get the cord, which is pretty long, but they were back then. Turn it back on. Okay, now we're running. So I'll just set the microphone there. Interesting. Well, I'll try and close this without hurting anything or anybody. Now, let's push this back a little bit. And pop. Now here is a tape that has stuff on it. I don't know what it's for. But it is not doing anything. The tape drive is not responding. Okay. This is not going well. All right. I'm going to turn this off. Pull this forward a bit. Open this up. This is well connected. It's the right way up. It can only go one way. I'll plug this one back in. Turn it on. And now I hear the motor run. And it came up. Even though, and if I press something, it's working. All right. Let's try something else. I'll pull this out a bit. I'm going to take the cassette plug. I'm going to reach it in back here to the other tape port. I'll press something. Okay, now it seems to be working. This is very peculiar. I'll push this back a bit. Interesting. But this one here is also working. This is very strange. Now this has on it, oh, it's VIC things. You know what? I'm gonna take this tape out of here. That program from Commodore. And I'm going to load what's going on here. All right, I'm going to L, Shift O, comma, 1. That didn't work. All right, L, Shift O, trace on tab 1. Oh, it's been such a long time. Load. Oh yeah. L, Shift O, L, Shift O, quote. M, quote, comma, 2. Press play on tape 2. Searching for Jim. Okay, now obviously, it's not going to find Jim. But we'll see if it finds. There should be other things on this tape. And it should pop up and say that it has found something. It should. Or maybe it had already got to the end of the line. But it is spinning. I think these things are supposed to. Okay, I'm going to do stop, rewind, right to the beginning. I'm going to go back up. Try that again. Load Jim, comma 2. We will press play and see if it finds anything. It should, if it is working, it should find something. It shouldn't load it, but it should find something. And I tested this data set on, I think it was a 64. But so far, we are finding nothing. And it should have found something by now. What is going on here? So that one works. Oh dear, 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 dear. This is very peculiar. All right. I'm going to turn this machine off. Open it up. And I'm going to unplug this from the back. You know what, maybe I will do. Funny, I did complain to the Deoxit people that as I said, the straw didn't fit. Too bad. Anyway, it didn't fit. So I'm going to give this a little spray. On the connector. And then I'm going to take the connector from this data set and I am going to work it on the connectors here. Oh, you know, I'm thinking I need to get this camera up higher. Anyway, I'm working it. On and off. And wiggle a bit here and there. And I think what they suggest is that you do a bit of this, and then you give it another little spritz. But that I should wait 2 minutes. Hey Google, set an alarm for 2 minutes from now.
You got it. Your alarm's set for 2:18 p.m.
Alrighty. Maybe. Ooh, I'm weary of this. I'm thinking I should move closer. Alright, I think I'm going to. But I gotta be careful. I do not want to drop the camera. Alright, we're closer. We're looking inside. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, so here is the wire from the original data set. Here is the one from the modern one, which I'll wiggle a little bit more. Here, now this will be essential to anything working. Here's the power connector. Here's the Datasette. So I was very confused before. Maybe I can actually. Can I zoom in while I'm recording? Maybe I can't. Anyway, this should work. I'm just waiting for the alarm to go off. Aha. The alarm has gone off. Hey Google, stop. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. And the screen comes up. Okay. And we're going to close down ever so gently, as to do no harm to anything. And I'm going to say load. It's going to say press play on tape 1. I'm going to press play on tape 1. Oh, it's spinning. But will it find anything? It has found ROM test. Okay, now this was a little program from before. Oh yeah. Gotta clean this keyboard. That, I don't know what it does. Okay, we're gonna press stop. Well, I'll run it. Oops, or will I? I have no way to run it. Well, maybe I do. G, O, 2, go to 10. So now it does this ROM test in progress, and then it just sits there forever and ever and ever. Perhaps what it does, I don't know, perhaps as long as everything is fine, it doesn't come up and do anything. I don't know. Well, that is strange. Well, I guess maybe Datasette had a hand in sorting that out. You know what? I am going to ponder. I'm going to ponder. Yes, I am. So thanks for coming. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.